If any broker contacts you and promises 8% guaranteed returns on a Dubai property for 10 years, end the call right there and then. I don't say that to be dramatic. I say it because it's one of the most common mechanisms I've seen used to take money from overseas buyers who've done their research, know what good Dubai yields look like, and still walk into this because it sounds exactly right. And I'm going to cover that in detail in this video. But I'm also going to walk you through the entire remote buying process, what's actually changed in the last 12 months, and what most brokers won't bring up unprompted, and where the money tends to disappear before the buyers even realize it's gone. So if you're considering buying Dubai property from outside the UAE, this is the video to watch first. One thing before we start, if you're at a stage where you're ready to talk about a specific deal for you, or you want someone to review what you've been shown already, there's a link in the description to book a call with me directly. I work with first-time buyers and repeat investors across UK, US, Europe, and obviously the GCC. So fill in the form and I'll come back to you personally. Let's get into it now. The scam you need to know first is exactly how the guaranteed return scam works. The broker reaches out sometimes via WhatsApp, sometimes LinkedIn, sometimes through a lead that you would have filled, and they seem legitimate. They show you a project, the numbers look good, and then they say the developer is offering 8% guaranteed return for 10 years. It sounds like a bond, it sounds safe, it sounds like Dubai is doing something which other markets don't do. Then obviously the pressure comes. This is the unit, this is going really fast. I need to know today. I can hold it for 24 hours max. And the urgency is manufactured. The guarantee is not regulated by RERA. It is not backed by law. It is something any legitimate developer is permitted to offer in the way it is being presented. And the moment you transfer a booking deposit, a general company account, corporate account, or anything other than a RERA registered escrow account, it becomes very difficult to recover. In reality, the Dubai property earns 5 to 9% depending on the area, the unit, the management, and the service charges. Nobody guarantees the top of that range for a decade. No serious developer needs to do that. If you hear a guaranteed return pitch, ask for RERA registration number, the DLE of the project number, and the name of the escrow bank. If they can't produce all three immediately, walk away. So let's get into what's actually changed for remote buyers in Dubai. Now you can buy a Dubai property without being physically present. Yes, absolutely. And I'm not just talking about offline property. I'm seeing more remote buyers in the secondary market than I've ever seen, including first-time buyers who've never set a foot in Dubai, specifically during this conflict, because people are competing to get the distressed deals. People are completing these transactions from London, from US, and the infrastructure now exists to make this work properly. So, power of attorney, where you authorize someone to sign and complete the transaction on your behalf, used to be only something only repeat clients did in the past, but people who had already done a deal, already built the trust. But now, first-time buyers are using it because the legal framework is solid and the process is trackable end-to-end. So what changed? Two things. The DLD went fully digital. Every step is verifiable via the Dubai REST app, and DLD, as per the DLD Circular 29R from 2025, tightened the process further for a POA holder cannot receive funds on your behalf via manager's check in your name only. Electronic verification is mandatory at every step. Then the system is more protected for remote buyers now than it was 3 years ago. That said, if this is your first purchase and you've never visited Dubai with investment eyes, come, spend 4 days, walk the community you're buying in, understand the difference between a show apartment and the building that's actually being delivered. And how has it been maintained? You're committing over, let's say, X amount of money. Most likely, it's about 2-3 million dirhams. the flight costs less than 1 day of carry cost on a bad decision. So the buyers I've seen have genuine regret about remote purchases are the ones who never came. The ones who came first, even briefly, don't have that regret. So now let's talk about where the money quietly disappears. Let's talk about the yield gap, because this is where a lot of overseas buyers get their expectations set incorrectly. Not through a fraud, just through incomplete information. Your broker shows you an 8% gross yield. That's a real number. For some areas in Dubai, it's obviously achievable, but on paper, here's what that number does not include. Service charges. These are annual fees paid by the owner, not the tenant, to maintain the building, and they are regulated by RERA. They're real and they vary dramatically by area. Burj Khalifa, approximately 68 dirhams per square foot. Downtown Business Bay, Dubai Marina, 15 to 25, 30 dirhams per square foot. JVC, JLT, 10 to 16 dirhams per square foot. On a 1,000 square feet unit in a premium downtown building, that's 15 to 25,000 per year before management, maintenance, or any vacancy period. And I've personally seen service charges take between 0.5 to 2% of the advertised yield. That 8% on paper becomes 6% in your account, sometimes even less. Then add property management. If you're not based in Dubai, you need someone to handle tenants, maintenance, calls, renewals. That runs 10 to 15% of the rental income. So my recommendation, ask for RERA approved service charges schedule before you commit to any purchase. It is a public document. Any legitimate agent can provide it. And if they can't or won't, that tells you something. Run your yield calculations on the net numbers, not the gross headline. Now, off-plan versus secondary. Right now, 100% of my client flow is going into off-plan, 0 into secondary. And let me explain exactly why, because it's a big claim. Secondary market means you buy a ready unit from day one, you're paying service charges, you're paying the full amount, and potentially specifically right now, you're carrying a vacancy risk. There is a risk of vacancy, specifically right now. Let's say, while you're trying to find a tenant, managing handover, inspection, handling any condition issues that the previous owner has left, your capital is fully deployed, fully at risk with no income yet. However, off-plan right now offers payment plans, structures that didn't exist 4 months ago, and they won't exist 4 months later. We are currently in a market where we've seen 20, 30, 40% till handover and the rest on handover. Some developers are taking 5% to book with the remainder spread over construction with 3-4 years. So you're not paying the full purchase price today, you're securing the 2026 prices with a deposit, and in most cases, your remaining payments are spread over 2, 3, 4 years. You will save yourself from the increase in cost. And the payment plans available now are genuinely not aggressive. They've been made very, very easy for the buyers who are looking to get into Dubai real estate, in off-plan specifically. I think this is the best time. Before all these offers disappear, before the payment plans become more aggressive, if you are somebody that is interested in the Dubai market, I think your best move is right now. So let's go over a checklist before you should commit, before you sign anything on a Dubai property purchase, especially remotely. Here's what I run through with every client. 1. Verify the agent, RERA, BRN number. It takes 30 seconds on the Dubai Rest app. If they resist sharing it, stop. Number 2, confirm the project has a DLD registration number, the M code. If it's off plan, it should appear on the app. If it doesn't exist there, it doesn't exist legally. Number 3, confirm the escrow bank account. This is the account where your money should go. It should be in the project's name at a DLD approved bank. It is never to a corporate account, never to the agent, never to a general company account, never to the brokerage company's account. Number 4, get the Uqud registration certificate after your first payment. This is your legal proof that the transaction is on record with the government. A legitimate developer issues this within 30 to 60 days. If weeks pass and you don't have it, escalate it immediately. Number 5, get the RERA service charges schedule and run your real net yield. Every one of these is a public check. None of them require inside information. They just require to ask and to stop if the answers don't come very quickly. So I've been doing this long enough to know that the mistakes I've described in this video are not rare. They happen to smart, well-researched buyers all the time because the people running these transactions are very good at making pressure feel normal and guarantees feel legitimate. So the best protection is working with somebody who has no incentive to close you quickly and every incentive to make sure you make the right decision. So I work with a small number of buyers at a time. I'm selective about what I recommend and to whom. If you're serious about the buy property in the next 3 months, whether you've been shown a specific project you want a second opinion on, or you're starting from scratch and you need a framework, I want to hear from you. Get in touch. The link is in the description.